What's up everybody, it's Block here, just coming out of your deck profile of my Invoked shadolls. Super fun fusion decks play, really good, can work on a pivot, can go first, can go second, and just want to show you guys my build. Of course, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. First of all, we'll start off with our shaddoll monsters. So we played 2 Squamata, 2 Hedgehog, 1 Beast, 1 Dragon, and 1 Falco. So as the Squamata is when it's sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can send a shaddoll card, absolutely amazing, and on flip, can target a monster on the field, destroy it. Hedgehog, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a shaddoll monster from deck to hand, and if it's flipped, you can add a shaddoll spell or trap. Beast, when it's flipped, you can draw 2, discard 1, and when it's sent, being able to draw one of those things, being able to get more cards in hand, really good. Dragon is when it's flipped, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the hand, and if it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. And Falco is when it's flipped, you can target 1 shaddoll monster in your graveyard, except itself, special summon it face down, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it face down defense position, being able to get material on the field immediately for our fusions. Next I do play 2 Wendy. When it's flipped, you can special summon a shaddoll from your deck, face up or face down, crazy effect. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a shaddoll monster from your deck face down. Again, being able to get more material on field. And finally, for sort of the main deck shadolls, we do the 1 aerial. When it's flipped, you can target a banished shaddoll monster, special summon it face up, face down. And when it's sent to the graveyard, it's basically a triple DD Crow, banishing 3 cards, up to 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard. Then next on, we do play 3 of the Alistair the Invoker, of course, obviously the Invocation engine. Actually amazing cards, obviously. Being able to add the fields, being able to add Invocation, and then just being able to get all 4 your plays just from 1 card. And just as another starter that we can play as a normal summon, do also play 3 of the Mathematician. Just a really good card on normal summon, being able to Foolish Barrel a monster, and when it's destroyed by battle, drawing a card, if that comes up. And then next, just onto the hand traps, I do play 3 Ash and 3 Veiler. Obviously play the 3 Veiler, helps as another light target for Makaba, and Ash as well, just Ash is overall good card. But as I always say in these videos, hand traps, kind of depending on what you'd like to play, what you have fun with. So that's it for the monsters. Now on to the spells and traps. And on to the spells and traps, of course, we start off with 3 of the shaddoll fusion. Kind of what made all fusion spells good now. Basically, a fusion deck doesn't tend to be that great unless it has a shaddoll fusion, which of course you can fusion summon 1 shaddoll monster from your extra deck, as normal from your hand or field, or if your opponent controls a monster that's special summon from the extra deck, you can use materials from your deck as fusion materials. Absolutely amazing, being able to pop off loads of effects. Then next I do play 3 of the El Shaddoll fusion. Obviously it's just fusion card, but it's a quick play, so it's really good. Being able to use it in your own battle phase for ATK and on your opponent's turn for things like Wendy. Then of course next we do play 3 of the Meltdown, being able to search our Invocation really good, and being able to protect our fusion summons as well. And of course next we do play, of course, 2 of the Invocation. I only need to play 2 because it can recycle itself, absolutely amazing. And again, it's just a normal fusion at first, but if you're using it to fuse a Invoke monster, of course, you can banish from obviously your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard. Then next, for just the last of the fusions, I do play 3 Super Body as well. Super good card to play in this deck. Kind of with this deck, you very much can go first, you can go second with it, and obviously you can use Super Poly as well on your own monsters, to things like Wendy and things like that. Next, just a couple of one-offs of spells. 1 Terraforming, being able to search the Meltdown and then Invocation, and then 1 Foolish Burial, just super good. Everything wants to be in the graveyard. Then just on to the traps, we do play 1 Schism, really good one. Basically being able to fusion summon by banishing monsters from your field and graveyard. Can't attack directly, but if we're summoning Wendy on our opponent's turn, that doesn't matter. And then you can send to the graveyard 1 monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as the fusion summon monster, which is really good for matchups. And then we do play the 1 Resh as well, which is another really good one, being able to basically be a monster reborn, or a back to the front rather, being able to special summon it face down. You can also banish it from your graveyard and one shaddoll card, then activate one of these effects. Change one face down monster you control to face up defense position. Change one monster your opponent controls to face down defense position, which is really good for a bit of interruption. So that's it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. And on to the extra deck, of course, we start off with two of the El Shaddoll Construct, obviously absolutely amazing card. On Fusion Summon, you can Foolish Burial a Shaddoll card, obviously great effect, that's what we want to do. And if this card battles an opponent's special summon monster, start the damage step, just destroy it. Really, really good for out and troublesome monsters. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a Shaddoll spell or trap card, add it back to your hand. Helps recycled, absolutely amazing boss monster. Then, of course, next on to Wendy. We will know what Wendy does. Can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, and each player can only special summon once per turn. Absolutely great effect. And if it's sent to the graveyard, again, you can add one back to hand. Then we do play one Shekanaga. Sorry about that, Shekanaga. I always find that one a little bit tricky. This one we can just summon off if we send something like Mathman as well. It's just one that we can go into. And basically, when a special summon monster activates its effect and you can have a Shaddoll card in your hand, you can negate the activation, destroy that monster, then send one Shaddoll card to your graveyard. So it's kind of a bit of negation in there, which is really good. Then we do play one of the El Shaddoll App Clone next, which is a really, really good one. And it cannot be destroyed by battle, and you can only activate one of the following effects once per turn. If this casts special summon, target one card on the field, negates effect. So again, it's another really good one to go when we fusion summon on our opponent's turn. And if it's sent to the graveyard, of course, you can add a Shaddoll card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So again, help us recycle or add things to hand. Then next we do move on to the Invoked fusion. So of course we do play two of the Mecha Bar, which of course monster spell trap monster negation just by discarding. And then we do also play one of the Purgatrio, which is kind of our sort of OTK enabler, being able to attack all monsters your opponent controls, and of course it gains 200 for each of them and inflicts piercing damage, help us go for OTKs. And then we play one of the Kaliga. Again, it's another really good one, because it sort of bit like Wendy, it just like a floodgate almost. Each player can only attempt to activate one monster effect per turn, and each player can only attack with one monster during each battle phase. So these two are very much just kind of floodgate cards. Then next we do play our super poorly targets of Mud Dragon and Garuya, just great cards to go into. One Guardian, Chimera as well, it's just a big fusion we can go into. Do also play one Moon Maiden for sort of Mekaba and the Alistair normal, and then just being able to fusion off. And then we also do play one of the Invoker of Madness. Again, it's just another kind of link we can go into, and it allows us to add fusion, allows us to add invocation from our deck to our hand when fusion summon. Not just necessarily with the invokes, but if we do it with the Shaddolls as well, if we find ourselves in that situation, we can do that and continue our plays. But anyway, that is it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.